Good morning to the sophomore class of Colonia High School. As your building principal, I just wanted to take a few moments to talk about some reminders and strategies moving forward so we all can be successful as we finish up semester one and start planning for semester two. Obviously, we're all going through a different type of learning since March of last year. The challenges we're being faced with, not only for our teachers to instruct you, but for you to create good instructional settings, no matter where you are, is important. So we always want to make sure you're doing the very, very best you can and take control of your future and the grades as we're moving through semester one into semester two. We are all looking forward to hopefully safely being back in our building as soon as possible. The existing plan right now is to return back to the hybrid schedule and opportunities March 1st. So some students will be returning back to us. Some students may remain in the virtual setting, but March 1st is our next step. The step we just finished was semester one. So we are hopeful that your grades were as high as they could have been and should have been. If not, reflect on that as you're preparing for semester two classes. As always, we wish you to do your very, very best at all times, regardless of the setting that we're in, and know that we are here to help. Please reach out and ask for help. You've created some good bonds with your teachers over the last three semesters, your first three semesters actually at Colonia High School. Your school counselors should be getting more and more involved with your planning for your future. And as always, myself as your building principal and our two vice principals, Mr. Panko and Mrs. Murphy, are here every day to help you whenever and wherever we can. You need to start to refine and focus on your goals. Even though you're just sophomores, we are getting ready to finish up your second year of 4 years in high school. So please start refining on your goals and opportunities. Each semester is an opportunity for 20 credits. All right. So all we can do right now, semester one is over, is to make the best of your next opportunity moving into semester two. The decisions you're making right now will impact where you're going to be and what your options are for your senior year and beyond. So moving from semester one to semester two, one of the courses you're going to be taking is your careers course, which coincides with your financial literacy graduation requirement. Please make sure we're taking that class seriously. All right. Work with the teachers as often as possible and see what type of careers focus you may have in not only planning for your scheduling for your junior year, but to start to take some of those electives and classes, all right, that are going to be available to you starting in your junior year so that it'll help refine some of those goals and careers you may or may not want to pursue post high school. And as always, we need you to make good decisions so you have no regrets. So once again, this is a very, very important year. Aside from you being sophomores and taking driver's ed and getting your permits and things of that nature, we need to make sure you're finishing up your graduation required classes. Keep those grades as high as possible, but get those classes done so we can move on to your junior year, where you're going to have up to at least 3 electives, providing we did everything we're supposed to do in our freshman and sophomore year. These electives will now help us to start focusing on our future and the different interests that you may or may not have, all right, into possible colleges or careers. Again, utilizing your resources is very, very important in talking to your counselors, all right, and talking to your administrators. Now, we've added so many different pilot courses and programs, and we'll probably add a few more before you graduate. But the opportunity to take these electives now in high school we think is extremely important because we'd rather have you try a certain class or a career in high school to determine either, yes, you love it, it's something you can see yourself doing for the next 40 years of your life, or perhaps you thought it was something you might want to do, but now you have a different idea and different vision. So therefore, I'd rather have you know that now in high school than move on to college and spending $300, $400, $500 of credit in a career that may not be the best for you. Remember, the answer is always no, unless you ask the question. So please use your resources and ask questions. All right, in 4 years, you need to pass a minimum of 125 credits in order to meet graduation requirements. All right, all the graduation required classes will supersede your electives. So for some reason we didn't do as well in a graduation requirement class in semester one, you're going to have to be rescheduled to take that class again. There were very few electives in your freshman and sophomore year. And like I said before, you're going to have more electives and more opportunities, all right, in your junior and senior year to take these elective courses. Your senior year, if you do everything right, by the time you get into your senior year, you should only be about 3 graduation required classes that you're going to need to take, which will give you an opportunity for a lot of different options. All right, that might give you an opportunity to take higher level electives, might give you an opportunity to go into the SLE program, a work study program, leave early to go to work. All right, and at the very, very least, to give you an opportunity in your senior year to perhaps not even take a Block 4 class, to take a senior leave opportunity where you can do some study or something else at home because you've met all your graduation requirements. Now, aside from just achieving passing grades, obviously we always must be actively participating in your classroom. Now, whether that's an in-person setting or a present virtual setting, your class participation and activity is extremely important to achieve credits for your classes. Just as a reminder, if you're not visible on your camera or not replying to questions by your teacher, all right, the teacher's going to report that to an administrator that you left the class without permission or could be possibly cutting the class. Got to be very, very careful with that. If you're not participating or you're cutting the class, you could lose credit. All right, so make sure we're making good decisions so we have no regrets moving forward. And just as a reminder as well, all right, you still can lose credit for excessive absences or lates. So we want to make sure we're getting all our courses, all our credits for our junior and senior year. And as a reminder, I don't know if you had the problem with this in your freshman or sophomore year so far, all right, but if you fail or lose credit in the graduation requirement course, it must be made up. So students need a minimum of 85 credits to become a senior. So as you're finishing up sophomore year and getting ready for the 40 credits you're going to have in your junior year, as long as you have 85 or more credits, you will be considered a senior and be able to graduate with your class. Most of our seniors have 120 credits going into their senior year. All right, so we always want to make good decisions so we have no regrets, not only now, but preparing for the options that you're going to have going into your senior year. And we don't want high school to be only about grades. So make sure we're looking at different options out there about joining a club or joining a team and making sure we're trying to enjoy high school as best we can, especially when we get back to the in-person setting. Ask a teacher and start a new club. You will have an opportunity to truly challenge yourself in the next 2 years at Colonia High School. Speak to your teachers, your school counselors, your administrators for guidance and assistance. All right, prepare yourself that you will be the change come the graduating class of 2023. I wish you the best of luck in semester 2. I hope you have a great weekend. Stay safe. Be the change.
Hello, my name is Ms. Wojcik and I'm your sophomore class advisor. If you have not done so already, please visit my website, join the Class of 2023 Google Classroom, and both of our social media accounts. This is where you'll find information and updates about fundraisers, events, and other CHS happenings. Along with President Gianna Grasso and our other officers, I'm looking forward to working together to have a productive year. Please email me with any questions or suggestions. Thank you.
Hi sophomores, class of 2023. I'm Mrs. Simkovich from the counseling department. I hope you're all staying safe and well during these difficult times. I'm here to talk to you about some important information regarding the spring semester. As we begin the spring semester next week, I want you all to try and stay focused, try and stay motivated. As a sophomore, you should be concentrating on improving your grades and also improving your study habits as you continue throughout high school. Beginning in the second semester, we will be actively running a lot of our clubs, so we would like you to try and get involved as sophomores. A list of our clubs and activities are located on our website. You can click on the club or activity that you're interested in and then contact those particular teachers that are the club advisors. We also want to make sure you're checking the counseling website regularly. We do offer important information on our webpage and also follow us on Twitter. As 10th graders, you can begin adding your activities to your Naviance account on your activity resume, and this way you can keep track of that over the course of 4 years. We're here for you. We want to help all of our students. Please feel free to reach out to your counselors. Our emails are on our Google Sites page on the Colonia High School webpage. If you have any questions, concerns, or just need to talk, please reach out to your counselor. I also want to encourage you to utilize your teacher's office hours in the morning if you are having any difficulty in any of your classes. We will also be offering math and science tutoring after school, and that information is available through your teachers or through your counselors. In addition, keep in mind we will be beginning scheduling for next school year. That will begin very soon. We'll be getting more information on the scheduling process, but keep in mind that your grades and your teacher recommendations do determine the classes that you can take next year. So again, I want to stress that you are logging into your classes every day, joining your teacher's Google Meets, trying to get your assignments completed on time, staying motivated, keeping your grades up, and again, increasing your study habits. Please reach out to your counselor if you have any questions, concerns, or just need to talk. We are here to help. We know it's a difficult time, and we look forward to seeing you all soon. Have a great semester.